Everyone, this is Dragon's Egg by Robert L. Forward. I like that cover there. Robert Forward was a physicist and who wrote some science fiction, but make no mistake that this is a science fiction book. If you're looking for some, character development and character arcs, you're not going to get it here. Utter cardboard. This is an idea book, but it's a pretty good idea, and it was interesting enough that I certainly continued on to it. So you have a neutron star. It is 1.5 times the mass of the sun, but it's only about 20 kilometers across, which is, I think, between 12 and 13 miles across. And so the G-forces at the surface are millions of times what we experience here on Earth. Before this book, I guess there was some speculation that you could get life to form on a neutron star of a small nature. In this case, we have the Chila, which are about yay big. A mountain to them is like this big. They have a very hard time with up and down, but they can get across easy enough. There's a little drawing. There's a technical appendix back here, and among that is a picture of what they look like right there. There they are, just a flat thing, 12 eyes. As a result of the 12 eyes, their mathematics are based on the number 12. They weigh about as much as a person would, even though they're about that big. And it's not so much the time dilation created by the neutron star. I thought that was what it was going to be. Something to do with what they're made up of. Causes them to experience time differently. So, their lifetime, their lifespan can be measured in like an hour compared to ours. So it's millions of times accelerated. And so they start out as barbarians and then go off into space flight well beyond our own. So this fictional neutron star starts to come relatively close to the Earth. It's like not quite a light year away or something like that. I think it was 2100 AU. 270,000 astronomical units to the nearest star, so it's relatively close. And so we dispatch a spaceship to go look at it. And in just a little bit of time, we have an effect on them and their religions. So we start to use laser radar to take a look at this neutron star. And the beam from the heavens, I am the chosen one, God chose me. The experience when they get struck with this thing is orgasmic. And so it isn't that difficult to get followers when he says, come here, the light's going to shine right now. And it does. So he gets this prediction ability like God would give him. And they get this experience, and they're going to follow him now. There's a religious war due to this interference between they have these astrologers that are actually fairly scientific minded, because they actually will use mathematics to take a look at the stars and try to use them. But when previous information is overridden by new information, they change their minds about it. So it's almost a scientific religion they're using. And they are not too happy with little Mr. Chosen One, I speak for God now. There's a full-on, not a religious war, but there is a crucifixion involved. So the human characters, they're just kind of there. And unfortunately, for some reason, I don't know if this came out in 1980. I don't know if they all did this. My experience with much older written science fiction isn't paramount. And so I wonder, does every time a woman speak in a book, oh boy, that sun's coming in, do they need to talk about her appearance for some reason? Dude, checking her out. Oh, you don't wear a bra in space. There's even a scene at the end, which by itself would have been fine, because these aliens come up and they want to have a look at us, and the best way they can do it is to take a quick X-ray shot. And when they get her image back, there's a lump. She has a cancer. That would have been fine, but in the context with the rest of it, it's just, well, thank goodness she wasn't wearing a bra, or else we wouldn't have been able to detect that cancer. It just, it's a little cringy, even for an old book, Sign of the Times or something. So it's an idea book it's interesting. I found the aliens, not the aliens, but the beings on the neutron star, they're a bit more interesting than the people. The people are just kind of there. They don't have any background whatsoever, except one's a ballerina. We knew that. She did a little pirouette in space for us. But otherwise, you are reading this to see what a civilization can do if it advances like this, when their years are measured in our seconds and generations go by in an hour, literally a lifespan of an hour, but to them it's just normal time. So it is pretty interesting to read a little classic sci-fi for you. If you want something that's way better than this, unfortunately, of a civilization that advances quickly, because I'm about to read the next one next. It's Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky, if you want a better version of that general idea. So that is what is next, Children of Strife. This is the fourth book in this series. I don't know if it's supposed to go on or not, if this is the conclusion, or if he's just going to keep on writing them. They thought they'd found refuge, but this paradise became their prison. Centuries ago, a maverick terraforming team played God with a distant planet. Out of their vanity and spite, something terrible and unexpected arose. Generations later, tormented scientist Alice, is that Elise or Alice, is among the crew of the research vessel that rediscovers this lost outpost. But Alice wakes from nightmares of her own making to an all too real catastrophe on board. The crew has vanished, leaving only Cato, the belligerent mantis shrimp captain, and Kern, the ship's AI. Kern is someone I want to read more about. She's a great character. In searching for their fellows, Alice and Cato must venture into the darkness of the planet below. What did these ancient terraformers unleash? And could their last surviving crewmate become a greater threat than the world itself? This doesn't sound too conclusive, so I imagine this is going to be a much longer series. Looks like we have a ringed planet with some kind of bio stuff coming out of the ring. I don't know if that's supposed to be literal or just representative. But that's it. So-so book. Yeah, sorry. Good idea. Nice idea. Big physics. And then this is next week. That is it for me. Please enjoy your day. Have a great one. Bye-bye now.